Good morning, everybody. This is Tara, and it's day 7 of the Law of Attraction Manifestation. I looked up this word just to have a dictionary definition. Knowing is an adjective. Its first definition is affecting, implying, or deliberately revealing a shrewd knowledge of secret or private information, a knowing glance. Number 2, that knows, having knowledge or information, intelligent. 3, shrewd, sharp, or astute. 4, conscious, intentional, deliberate. I think that it's all of those things as well. I definitely focus on the number 4 definition, the conscious, intentional, and deliberate. I also think something should be added to that. When you know, there's another word that comes to mind, and it's faith. I really love the word faith because it means that you know it's all good, that everything's okay, that though you may be experiencing a contrast from what it is you want, it is reinforcing your deliberate intent or your knowing about what you want. The knowing that it's coming. Faith that it's on its way. That's probably the most difficult thing for people that are experiencing law of attraction. Everybody's experiencing law of attraction. Whether they know it or not, it's existing. I know it does. I have seen so much evidence. There's evidence that I didn't even realize. Yesterday, a really wonderful thing happened. I took some of the sayings that I had written down and I put in the blog, and I just attached people to them, just to kind of, I wanted to. And along with that, I put a picture. And Anna, I cannot remember the quote that I gave her. Let me see if I can remember, because I know it's in there, because we remember everything. I'm not sure which one. It doesn't matter. You can go check. And the picture I chose to attach, I uploaded from my computer, and I'm looking through my pictures, and I'm like, what? I said, white peacock. I think that's perfect. I think I'm going to send that to her, and I attached it to the quote and her name. Turns out that in the past, she had been asking for a sign. And as she turned down the lane, there in the middle of the road was a white peacock with its feathers all out. Okay, now right there, I have never heard that story before, and I know that there's no such thing as original thought. I know that we all share consciousness. I've seen that many occasions. I remember when I was really young, I was like 10 years old, and I decided I was going to draw the perfect pair of culottes. Why culottes? I don't know. But I had this idea, and I sat down and I drew these beautiful culottes. And sure enough, the next day I went out in the car and with my mother, and walking down the street with somebody wearing the pair of pants that I thought I had originally designed. And then I knew that that we're connected. And yesterday, me giving her a peacock, and she had previously asked for a sign before and received that as a sign, I think that's just, I think it's beautiful. That ties right in with today, is knowing. It sure does. There are signs everywhere. There are signs everywhere. Sometimes we don't recognize them because we're not in the right vibrational state to see them. Sometimes we don't recognize them because we don't want to. Sometimes it's difficult to accept our greatness. I think Anna, she wrote today something about I don't have to be perfect or something. I think we all are perfect. exactly where we are, exactly where we're going, and exactly from where we've been. Perfection, to me, is not something that you see on the cover of Vogue magazine. Although that is perfect in and of itself. Oh, there's a beautiful butterfly out there. My goodness. But it might not reflect my perfection, because if it did, I would be making $100,000 a photo shoot. For sure. I'm really excited about the knowing, and I just have to, well, I don't just have to, I don't have to work. All I feel the need to do is relax and meditate and get higher, because it's very important. The other day when I did the rain video about the sunflowers, and I said, I don't know what that means, when I could hear the rain coming down from a couple of miles away. I could hear it getting closer, and then I knew that by the sound of it, that it was at the corner of my street, that it was there, but I couldn't see it. And I just started to laugh, and I walked as quickly as I could underneath my front porch overhang. And I got there just in time, because then the rain was there. I think what that means is that when you want something, and you know it's coming, that sometimes you just need to stop and smile and laugh, and before you know it, it'll be upon you. Just because you don't see it, you gotta know it. In our we are emerged as physical beings, and it is challenging, I guess is the word to say, for many of us to have faith outside of our physical experience. But when we become elevated, and when we start trusting the process and start seeing the signs, and start doing, like Abraham says, to do creative workshops and focus wheels to get yourself in alignment with those things, when you start looking for the things you want, all of a sudden you start seeing the things that you want. Sometimes you have to forcibly edit the things that you see, and that's okay, because it's your life. It is your life. Don't forget it. You chose to come here. You knew everything that you needed to know when you got here. The influences of this physical world helped you to forget. All you got to do is get quiet and go inside, and you will know everything that you need to know. Maybe even some things that other people need to know. I have nothing else to say today, except for that I know that all of my desires and all of your desires are already done. They're already made. They've already been gathered up. They're already ready for you. Have a beautiful day.